Hello.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. How are you?
I'm great.
And if you're great, I'm even better. So that's awesome.
You are.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
So Charles was really giving me life in the what's it called, the backstage.
Mm-hmm.
He was jamming, and then if you look at the private chat, he's like
I know,
ready.
I saw that. Charles is having a good Sunday.
He is, and I like Charles' his outfit is just dope. It's all get out. Now I gotta order that.
Yes.
Like it. So then I need to order one because that's the one I don't have.
I think
Huh?
Mama got that one too. I mean the t-shirt.
Really? I know she ordered some. Welcome, people, good people. If you're watching, please, good people, share with your friends and family. This is actually I want to say this is what's the word? Historical episode. As Charles mentioned, I think Charles said it best. What we're doing, this platform, this podcast, we kind of make history. You know what I mean? So having a Lauryn Hill series is like super dope. You already know why for me, for those who know me. But this is our Lauryn Hill series. We'll still have our Charles in Charge, and we'll still have our hot topics. We even have a special guest that will come in and sit on our panel. And our hot topics, Marquita and Charles, they will stay on if they like. Or if they want to just stay on for a little bit and jump on off because they got more important things to do, we down for that too. But we all know that Lauryn touches us all in some way, shape, or form. So we are opening it up. But I am Tasha, your co-host, and I am her big sister. Danielle, would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Danielle, her little sister. Oh, I did that really good, right? I was on the right side.
Yeah, I never do it right. Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to get better at it. And I am also the co-host here.
And before we even start, well, first, how was your weekend? Let's go there with you. I'm gonna flood people's timelines with this because I don't like the number count. So
yeah, we can take just a second really quick. How was my weekend? I'm trying to send it to people.
I think you were pretty busy this weekend.
Was I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving a lot of this light. It's nice, but it's giving snickerdoodle or something.
Snickerdoodle?
Turn it down a little bit. I just want to be looking like I'm accurate here. You know, that looks better. Don't you think?
Yes, it does. I like that better. I like a little tint.
Yeah, I was looking a little caramel. They'd be like, Danny, what? That's not you. You are not that tint. Yes. I had at church, we had not at church. Saturday we had like our women's ministry thing. And that was cool. And then Sunday there's church. What did I do Friday? I didn't do anything Friday.
You sure? I feel like you went out with Anna. That one Friday? No, that was Thursday.
Oh, you know what? We did try. Was that? We did something Thursday. Yes, we went to something on Thursday, and we tried a place here in Atlanta called Velvet Tacos, I think, or just Velvet. That sounds like a club, but it's not. It's a taco.
It was a club in Norfolk. It was called Velvet.
Oh, that's right. I think I've been there with you.
Mm-hmm.
And probably Marquita, huh?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Marquita around then? Yeah, she was. She's been around for a minute.
Girl.
Ooh, it's been a minute. You can't find friends that stay around that long these days.
No, you can't.
So that's a good thing. We welcome that kind of friendship. However, yes, it's been very cold here in Atlanta, so I'm not sure what the people have done here. They've sinned a lot or something because it's just it's bad. And I'm almost certain God himself has said, I'm going to punish every last person in the city of Atlanta and 100 miles around.
It's bad here in Virginia too, though.
It was snowing yesterday.
Yes, I meant to tell you it was snowing here too. When I moved the rest of the stuff out my house, it was snowing.
Why? We're supposed to be approaching spring, I think.
I don't know, girl. I don't know. It's horrible.
I had to go out last night. I had to do church today. And I'm just like, when I had to get up on Saturday morning, I told the girl at church, I was like, that wind was like,
what did it say to
it
you?
was like, don't do it. And I was like, go back to sleep. And I was like, yes, you're right. But I was convicted. I was like, the Lord said I gotta do what I have to serve. So there I had to get up. But
the things you do for the kingdom.
Yeah, how was your weekend?
I had a great weekend.
Okay.
I had friends come to town. Some time with good friends and ate really, really good. I went to my favorite restaurant. My dog's playing to the right, or if anyone's noticed. But I went to my favorite restaurant, Saltine, in Norfolk. I always love Saltine, little succotash.
That sound like crackers. Saltine crackers?
Well, it's not. Okay. And the price don't look like saltine crackers either. I wish it did. Shoot. But anyways, crab cakes, succotash, Riesling, mini bottles.
What is succotash?
We ain't got time for that today.
Okay. This is some bougie food.
Whatever. It was delicious. Okay.
I'm sure. And what was the price point?
It doesn't matter.
It was one of those kind of menus that didn't have the price on it.
No, it had price on it. Marquita goes there with me.
Marquita has a very bougie. She's bougie. I don't know what y'all saying, but she has her and her husband. They have bougie palates, I've heard. Yeah. They're foodies, so they go different places. Yeah, Marquita, close your mouth,
Then I went to this amazing breakfast spot this morning called the Stock Pot in Norfolk. Such a gem. It has amazing mimosas. The food was delicious. The avocado was amazing. Everything was amazing. So I ate so well, drunk real well this weekend. So yeah, just a great weekend, great vibes.
That's good. Where is everybody?
I don't know, but it don't even matter because guess what? They can watch the playback. Okay, so ready for Charles? Or do you have to still rise? What's wrong?
People just don't be
supportive. People are never supportive. We're not even going to start that.
I don't like it. And I think the spirit of not supporting people is not right.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
You ready? Look, you're one person. The person that brought us into this world. Look.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. All right. Let's bring who goes first? Charles? Charles goes first.
Oh, no, girl, it don't even matter. They all stand.
All right, we're gonna bring your spirits up here. Lift your head up. That's what the wind was saying this morning. Lift your voice. Glory, glory. Let's get up and enjoy ourselves this evening on the ORNOT podcast. Ow!
Welcome, Charles.
How are you?
I am doing great in my Tony the Tiger voice. Last weekend was bad.
What happened
both times? I lost track of schedule. I lost track of scheduling, one, which is my fault. Two, caught a cold from my daughter. So that was my karma, I guess. So, yeah. Yeah.
Listen, it was one of those things we were just watching and waiting. So we're like,
I laid down. I said, oh, I felt because it's like it started with the sore throat. I was like, oh, my throat's sore. Mm-hmm. I said, okay, I'm gonna chill. I ain't gonna put that energy out there. That's okay. Then when I started feeling feverish, I said, oh, okay. And then 1, 2, 3, let me lay down. And then that was it. That was it.
You know what's crazy? That was the Sunday that you sent what you were going to talk about.
Yes.
And then
I think the game did it. I blame the game for this. They said something, but no.
But tell us what you got. We've missed you. What you got?
Oh my goodness. I got something even better, and it happened today.
Hmm.
Kanye Crazy West is back at it again.
I saw
Well,
it.
in this case, I'm gonna call him Kanye Whipping A versus
Oh, what
Dangerously
happened?
Low Key Hughley.
Oh yeah, I don't.
DL. Listen, Kanye West has publicly threatened
Mm-hmm.
DL Hughley. And just to turn back the clock a little bit, DL Hughley has been weighing in on this situation about what Kanye has been doing with his stalkerish behavior. He's been calling him out on it, actually. Just saying, what you're doing is not funny. You're being a stalker. You're harassing this woman. He was literally taking up for Kim Kardashian and everything, just weighing in on a situation like everybody else. So Kanye, in his genius wisdom, publicly says, I can afford to hurt you. Yeah. Like, why would you say that?
Mean? He's gonna put a hit out on this man?
Thank you. People can interpret that many different ways. They can be like, well, if he sees him, it's on site.
Right.
Or are you gonna professionally put a hit out on him? I mean, what are we doing here? How can you say
why is that okay? Why
it's
is that
not okay? That's what's crazy. It's not
but-
okay.
But did you hear what DL Hughley said to I guess he was in it was a DJ Vlad or Vlad, whatever that man's name is. I don't like him.
Yeah, I don't support Vlad.
Me
Sorry.
neither. But did you see the interview?
I didn't even sneak in. I didn't even support Vlad. I didn't even look at the interview or anything from
Okay.
DL.
So I saw it on the Shade Room. So
Yeah.
DL Hughley is like, what people don't realize is like he is abusing basically Kim Kardashian. He's like, if that was my daughter that he was doing that to, we would have to get that together. Like people think just because of who Kim Kardashian is and where she came from, how she got her fame, it's okay to just be disrespectful in that sense. And I'm trying to understand why Kanye. My thing is,
okay.
at this point, I have kids. So now I've gone publicly to create an animation out of clay saying and beheading a man. And two, go on an interview and say, I'm going to put a hit out on another black man.
But yet, in his documentary, right. That's what I'm saying. In his documentary, he's like, look, we got to be geniuses. We got to take over the corporations. This ain't it, Kanye. This is not the move. And I'm calling you Kanye because that's what your mama named you. I'm not saying Ye. Because Ye is on some stuff.
Yeah, he is.
Ye's on some stuff. We got to take you home.
Did you see the text message group? The text message thing between him and what's the man? Pete. Is his name
Davidson?
Pete? Yeah,
I know he made a pic talk about
he texted him and was like, hey, like, you're hurting him, you're hurting family. Can we sit down and talk about it? He talking about meet me at Sunday service. He's like, no, I'm not meeting you at Sunday service. I want to meet you one-on-one. You know what I mean? Like he wants to, you get whatever he wants to sit down with him. He told him, he was like, Kanye made a comment like, hey, how was rehab? And he's like, I had a good time. Maybe you should do it. Right. Maybe you should like work on your mental. I have mental issues. I'm willing to work with you. And he's not having it. It's just a mess. It's getting really bad.
Yeah.
I think they should take off the Netflix documentary. I think it's weird that it's up there.
Why?
Well, like he's kind of losing endorsement.
Like they're painting him as this. I mean, I'm not going to say he's a legend at this point. I do think that he can be a genius. I don't know. I've really lost a lot of respect for him. But the light that they paint on the Netflix show versus what we see here, I can't compare it.
No, I can't condone that behavior. What he's doing is out of pocket. And shouts to DL Hughley for calling him out because obviously his inner circle is not saying anything. They're just letting it ride. Oh, you got a STEM player? We're not thinking about the STEM. We think about your actions, bro. Your actions are terrible. And then for you to come from the family that you've come from, now look at what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what you're doing. Like that, your kids got to see all of this for the rest of their lives now, because Google never erases anything. Anytime they Google Kanye West or Kim Kardashian, this is gonna come up.
Yeah.
It's overshadowing everything that you're doing, music, fashion, whatever else you got going on. It's overshadowing all of that. But you know what?
What's that?
This is supposed to be, and that's what I said when you talked about what that wind was saying. That wind was talking, saying, "Glory, glory, get on up." And this message for you, brother Kanye, get on up. You talk about Sunday service. Please listen to the words that are in that Sunday service and get some healing, because you definitely need it.
I don't know what.
Meanwhile, he's acting like that. He was at a basketball game. They had him on the, what's it called? Little thing where you kiss, he's at the basketball game with his girlfriend, which is a Kim Kardashian lookalike.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you acting crazy on the internet. Right. It's absolutely out of pocket. No one even, I don't care anymore. No, I feel bad.
He acts like he never got his heart broke.
Yeah, I feel bad for Kim. Getting out of control, and I just checked his page. It looks like he deleted everything again. This was within the last couple of minutes.
Really?
Yeah. You would think he's the first person in history to get his heart broken, bro.
Hello,
come on, man.
Right?
Yeah, I'm going on air saying this. I don't condone the behavior. If he sees this on the internet, yes, Kanye, I don't condone your behavior, sir. You are out of pocket and out of line.
Charles in Charge said it here. And in case anyone wants to know, you can get a hoodie just like that at ornotpodcast.com.
Yes.
Because we used to be on Mondays. So it will forever and always be Macchiato Mondays.
That's right. And if you want to play with the wordplay, you could do Mimosa Monday as well, too. It could be whatever it is that you want it to be.
I love the mimosa songs.
Oh, look at that. Mimosa Mondays.
Coming soon. Shoot. Okay, are you staying on, or do you have other things to do?
I'm staying on. Let's go. We got some stuff to talk about. I'm on.
Okay, so we're bringing in hot topics, and then we're going to bring in our guest, and then we're on. Marquita, we're bringing you in.
Hey.
What is up?
Girl. Hey, Marquita, girl. Let's get right to it.
So I'm going to get right to it now. Even though the hot topic is Kanye West, I got some other hot topics for y'all, honey. I'm going to leave Kanye West. Right, exactly. Y'all know I got to start off nice and easy. Rest in peace to Tracy Braxton, everyone. Rest in peace.
That was a rough one.
Yes. At 50 years old, she ended her battle with cancer. So the music industry is definitely sending out a heartfelt pour of support for the Braxton family as their sister has passed away. So definitely rest in peace to Tracy Braxton, and condolences to the Braxton family. Even though they, sometimes was acting a fool on Braxton family values, they were still sisters, and I don't think they mama played that. So they were definitely all close. So rest in peace. Happy birthday to Breonna Taylor. So today is her birthday. Even though we recently got the sad news that the officer was not found at fault for the botched raid, we still want to celebrate her today because it is her birthday.
Yep.
In other hot topic news, Jesse Smollett. I put it in.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
We love little young people.
Yes, we love little young people. But yeah, I forgot. I put Justice Smollett name in there. Let me see what came up in my. But I put it in there. It says Skillet for the autocorrect. iPhone ain't shit. But so yes, that baby is doing 150 days in jail. He got some probation and some community service. But Jesse is acting like he's the chosen one. Talking about something he would not commit suicide. Now they got him in the psych ward. I don't know who told him that he was important enough, but when you stage your own beat down, you know you're not that important, and we don't need to put your own suicide watch because nobody is watching you.
Right.
Did you see how he like put his like Black Power sign up in the?
I don't know how he's trying to turn it into some type of radical movement or whatever, but I am not interested. Nor do I believe that you paying somebody to whoop your ass is cause for us to do a march. Okay? All right, just do your 150 days. Do your little 150 days. Everybody know that ain't nothing. That's what you get. You're doing weekends. Cause you done got a traffic ticket, Jesse. You just you're not doing no real hardcore time. Just do your little time. Cause you ain't had no business out here staging your own. How you stage your own get beat up, and then go to jail for it? Who's on your team? Everybody worry about who's on Kanye West's team. Who is on Jesse's team that allowed
Nobody.
him to beat him up?
You don't have a team.
He don't have a team.
Jesse, we would have got you some flat tummy tea if you was looking for some damn exposure. You didn't have to get beat up.
It was
Not flat tummy tea. Well, he did want to get the workout in.
He needed some endorsements or something. I don't know what he needed, but to do that for attention, that was a bit much. And now he's in jail for wasting Chicago PD time because they don't got no time to waste. Jesse, you picked the wrong. You're supposed to go get beat up in Calabasas or something like that, where police ain't got to worry about nothing but protecting Kim from Kanye. They got a little time on your hand. You stop playing with Chicago PD.
Okay, Marquita, that's it.
At least
No
get beat
more
up in
talk
warm
about
weather.
No,
Jesse.
Jesse gonna have to. Take this L in stride. Jesse, this is an L for you. And now you're trying to bring black people into this because you're holding up your fist.
Tasha, get your best friend.
Ring the alarm.
Ring the alarm. I don't even know if we have time for any more hot topics.
Alfonso's
call time is 7:10.
We're actually on.
We got one more hot topic, and now I'm gonna talk about this hot topic, and I'm gonna go on about my business because Texas has now, what did they do? They halt child abuse investigations for parents with transgender children. So I guess apparently when you ask for assistance, if your child is going through they're going through their gender, they're questioning their gender, there's I guess things that you can set them up with. Well, social services is all in them people business. And if you put in a request, I guess they automatically investigate the parents for child abuse. Instead of minding your own damn business. Hell, I didn't know it was this many damn resources in America where y'all all in transgender kids' business, because it's a whole bunch of families that y'all can be knocking on their door. Because I know some deadbeat parents right now, and y'all not knocking on their door right now, but y'all worried about these little transgender children. And so Texas got a whole.
They're probably trying to slow it down. They're trying to slow it down and shut it down.
Well, they're trying to shut it down. So they're trying to stop if you request help for your transgender children. They're trying to stop that. They will automatically investigate you for child abuse, because of course that's not always the case. If you're, I don't know. Texas just being too much business. They just be using their resources all wrong. Y'all be right here wanting to worry about what's going on in women's uterus, and now you want to worry about what's going on in children's pants, and it's just like we got bigger fish to fry. I know. Because I watch the news. There's a lot of bigger fish to fry.
She looks just like Kaylin right now. I can't.
Well, I am her mother.
This is true. Are you staying on or are you logging off?
I want to know who this special guest is, so I'm going to stay logged on because just like Texas, I'm in y'all business.
Boom.
Want to go?
Well, Danielle is going to introduce our special guest, but I will segue our series real quickly before we bring them in. The series, of course, we have all these different series. The one before is Sex and the City, so make sure everyone tune in for our Sex and the City series. Next week we are unpacking the Fire Festival, which is a favorite phenomenon of mine. So our people y'all can stay on for that too. And then today is the beginning of Lauryn Hill series. You already know I'm decked out. She is near and dear to my heart. But her music is kind of a bit of a Bible to me. And apparently it is for a few others as well. So we thought we would unpack it as it has like affected our culture in a positive way. So that's where we start. So I'm bringing him in. I hope that Alfonso is ready, because I'm bringing him in. So like, it's just going to be like, boom. And there he is.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
What's going on?
Okay.
I was enjoying all the banter. So I was having a good time with it, You could put me out to the end.
Right. Just come on in and start. That's all you gotta do. Come on in. Everybody gonna jump in. Trust me, we was opinionated, honey. Melanated and opinionated up and through here. You just drop a subject in here and you gonna hear all our mouths, baby.
Danielle,
I love it.
Ma'am.
I'm here for it.
Introduction.
Do you have an introduction for your guest?
I mean, not an official one, but he's amazing. So this man in this corner down there is Alfonso. He's not like new to the podcast. Alfonso has been on before, and we actually had like a Facebook page, a Facebook group.
We tried.
It went to Facebook group, cemetery, but we did. I'm sure we changed some lives. We had a Facebook group all about like the law of attraction, all positive things. But this man is an entrepreneur. He is a hardworking father. He's just literally he's not from Atlanta.
That guy.
What I want to say is like he's one of the probably first handful of people that I met when I moved to Atlanta. And I was like, this is exactly why I moved to Atlanta, for Black brothers and sisters that weren't my brothers and sisters, that I could like look up to and learn from. And, it's just, he just pours into me so much that I always want to pour into him however I can. And so I'm like, we were talking one night and he was like, I love Lauryn Hill. And I was like, what? My family, Lauryn Hill, we spent like 30, 45 minutes talking about Lauryn Hill. And I was like, this is like the podcast. Come on the show.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. You my sister. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Well, listen, I'm going to say this real quick, y'all. So I was listening to your comments about Kanye, right? And, I have to say, I think that a lot of times people have put Lauryn Hill in this place of crazy as well. You know what I'm saying? And I think that sometimes, rather you want to say it's a genius mind or not, with Lauryn, I think she can be misconceived. Her intellect and understanding a lot of times is not understood. You know what I'm saying? In terms of her prophecy, her poetry, and that kind of thing. And people will say she's crazy too. So we're not talking about Kanye again, but I think sometimes the media has a lot to do with how we fashion and shape an individual, particularly when you don't know them. You know what I'm saying? We don't know them personally. We know their artistry. We know what they put out, in music or different mediums and stuff like that. But we don't necessarily know them personally to know all of the ins and outs of kind of what makes them do what they do. So with Lauryn, that's one thing I love about her. I feel like she was completely, and it's okay. I'm just jumping right in. Is that all right? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Come on. So, we fam. Let's go. Let's go.
But I seriously, I
love this.
To me, the Unplugged, album for Lauryn Hill, I believe that not only is that prophecy, that's something that you're gonna be able to pick up 30, 40, 50 years from now. And a lot of what she's mentioning and she's speaking about is happening now and will continue to, you'll see it evolve and manifest. And a lot of people thought she was crazy for that. Like, why would you leave at the pinnacle of your success and career, you know what I'm saying, and do something like that? Like, who are you? Why are you dressed like that? Why do you look like that? But if you take I'm just saying that to say it's that genius mind. Sometimes we don't understand. Sometimes in social and the society that we're in is very intentional, I believe, about shaping and controlling the minds of the masses.
Yeah.
And a lot of times how we do that is through media, social media, through, news outlets and things like that. So saying all that to say, man, I think she also has a genius mind. And everybody doesn't respect it. That's a lot of people say she's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people have been saying she lately. Like,
and she might be that. No, I'm joking. No,
I'm just saying.
Maybe her man don't look the clock. Maybe her man
we got people scared to purchase concert tickets because we don't know if
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. So this is a disclaimer. If you want to stay on this panel,
I love Lauryn. I love Lauryn.
Charles, if you want to stay on this panel, we're gonna have to. We're not doing that. We can't
do that
to this field. Okay.
I mean, he put it out there because it's already in the comments.
Well, Lauryn Hill has never been late to a concert. We've been to.
The thing about it is you gotta take the good with the bad. She's a human person, so if she is on a higher vibration, or she is a genius, their brain, I would say her brain is probably not like, you know what I'm saying? She could say, "Oh, I'm gonna do a show," but when she get to the city, she feel a little chill go up a spine. She might not want to be on y'all's stage. Y'all got to go.
Did you read that somewhere? Did you read that somewhere?
I did.
No, I say that only because, and I'm actually preparing to speak about this because my sister already knows how I feel about it. Long story short, everybody who doesn't know how I feel about it, I probably introduced Lauryn Hill to my sister as her older sister of 6.5 years older, or whatever the number is. I stood in line for 8 hours to meet the Fugees. I was 16. And the Fugees, the score is where it began for me. And if we really take it back, it starts at the score. Yeah. That's when you realize, and me and Charles we've had this battle. I don't know if Charles was part of this battle, but we're part of the Battleground family, in which we talk about a lot about music and things of that nature. Lauryn Hill is an MC, and I don't know if you know that. She's a poet at heart. She's a poet, right? She's an MC. So before the Meg the Stallions and stuff like that, she's a rapper.
Lauryn Hill did not crawl for Meg the Stallion to twerk. Now, don't you make that connection, Pasha. Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
Now, that is what you call a real friend. She's holding her accountable. She said that wasn't good. That was not
People think that I'm not talking bad about Meg the Stallion or her knees. I'm just saying that, I'm just saying. Okay. You get what I'm saying? So people, you get what I'm saying with that. But regardless of the fact, the late situation, Lauryn Hill has said publicly the reason why she is often not on time for what people think is on time is exactly what Marquita says. It's really about the aura, it's about the energy, and whether or not the music is where it needs to be for her to provide us with the best musical experience there is.
And I actually can attest to that. I am never on time to church, and I feel like
who is on time. That's true. Yeah,
God puts me in the right place at the right time. And if I'm not there on time, then it's not God's timing.
I mean, but you still got to respect like people's time, right? I certainly believe that. But at the same time, when you really get to like just her ideology, she's not performing anymore. Yeah, she's not entertaining. She's sharing.
Yeah, that's the difference.
You see what I'm saying? And so from her perspective, she's like, yo, I'm coming out here to share. I'm here sharing my gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like, And that's what I'm doing. I know you guys are here for entertainment, but I'm not entertaining anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not hung that coat up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, should
thing.
she adopt a different persona then if she has changed? So it's like, you're not coming to see Lauryn Hill. You're here to see L Boogie. Shouldn't
Not
No,
really.
because
No.
you know what I'm saying? You doing Tip versus T.I. You know
no,
what I'm
Marquita.
saying?
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna call you out for that one, okay?
Nah.
T.I. and Tip and L Boogie and Lauryn Hill is not the same thing. Lauryn Hill, I think she has always been true to herself and who she is. It's just that she has had restrictions in regards to like record labels. So I do agree that now she's able to share, and it's really on it's a privilege for us. She don't have to share. She's not even sharing half of the art that she has. We really, all of that, just like when Lauryn Hill, just like when Aaliyah was, like, some of her albums were released, we went crazy. Imagine if Lauryn Hill was to share half of her work. I literally would be good for the rest of my life.
For example, this is a quote I'm thinking about putting on a shirt. It's from the song Nobody that's on King's Disease from Nas. He specifically said, I'm saving souls and y'all are complaining about my lateness.
Yeah.
So I want to take that as a word for a moment, right quick.
A moment of silence.
She has saved all my soul, baby. Okay.
But she always drops some jewels. Yeah.
I just gave it. Her whole face is on my body. Yes, I tattooed Lauryn face on my body, and this coat has all the lyrics to her songs. Okay, I needed to embody what she gave me 20 some odd years ago. It literally saved me. Music saves souls.
Absolutely.
So sorry, you're right. I'm so with Alfonso on this. You're right. It is disrespectful to be late and on people's time.
Yeah, when they spent their money, their time and their time.
I believe that. But what do we not know about what's going on backstage?
We don't. But here's the thing, and we all know in this industry, right? In the music industry, when people pay their money, it's for your time, right?
That's true.
And when you either like show up like super late, it's not like a few minutes late. It's been like several hours, right? And I'm not saying every show has been like that, because and I've called it out with DMX. Same thing with him. He would, certain shows, it was either no show or late, and then it gets to a point where promoters are gonna stop booking you because you become a liability. But it's just for a service. It has nothing to do with her talent, nothing to do with anything else. But if you're constantly late, that's what kind of makes people
what's bad.
What's
bad? Danielle, you've been to one or two with me, right?
Yeah, but she's never been late.
She's never been late to any of mine.
No.
So I think I've seen her. Yeah, I've seen her.
Maybe y'all putting out the wrong type of energy.
I was gonna say the problem is, and we all know this to be true, it don't take a couple times for it to be a thing that you want to talk about. So they don't talk about when she's on time. I've been in Walmart before, and people will compliment me on my tattoo and make comment not about what your favorite song is, but to make comment to me about her always being late. And I've shifted the energy. So they'll say, well, she's, oh, that's a nice tattoo. That's my girl. She can't be on time. I'm like, yeah, well, but what's your favorite song?
Right. And they can't name it. I bet you they can't name your favorite song.
On that note, let's shift the energy, because we've spent
far
too long on talking about how she's late.
Yeah.
And we promised to ourselves that we weren't, this is not a bash.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good to put it out there.
Because we get it out there. So we don't want to see nobody else commenting on her lateness.
But we gotta get into let's get into the jewels that she drops. Like,
okay, so which brings me, if I could ask, let's start with Tasha, and then we'll go to Charles, Alfonso, Marquita, and then I'll go last. What are what?
I don't want to go yet.
Okay, she's emotional. Charles, you go first.
Or Charles.
The question is, what song would you say, or songs? Let's keep this down to a minimum of like 45 seconds to a minute. Because we have a large panel here. Has impacted your life or your first introduction to Lauryn Hill?
Okay. Well, my first introduction, Nappy Heads.
Ooh.
No disrespect to the. Oh my God! I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah. That was
Nappy heads. I'm gonna keep it nappy heads.
Yeah.
Then when she did the score, when she did Ready or Not.
Yeah.
And then when she did her solo album, it's several different like songs, like Zaya, one of my favorites. Now I Know, and the remix You're Too Good to Be True. I like the radio version better than the album version. They're both great, but it's just something about that radio version, that pop and that skip. Like it's just like she's just amazing. And one of her favorite quotes, and I think about this daily. I'll never forget it. What you need might pass you by, but what you want might make you cry. Boom. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
I don't even say no more.
I feel like we in church.
Right. Okay. Charles with the takeover. Okay. Charles with the
Glory.
If you don't get it. Yeah.
Very good, Charles. Nice way to sum it up. Thank you.
Yes.
Alfonso, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. Man, ditto to all that. I would say, first of all, number one, do you know that the Miseducation has been inducted into the Library of Congress? Number one, like, yo, that says so much. Like, just that means that body of work wants to never be forgotten. Like, that's huge, right? But I would say for me, honestly, every song that she's penned, I love. But I love the piece, The Mystery of Iniquity. And that's, if you haven't heard that, guys, please just listen to it without judgment. Just listen to the words. It's so profound. It's poetic. It is a piece of art. You know what I'm saying? It's something she's like, judgment has come. Find it and return to the one. Abandon your flesh. Self-interest, a broad way to death. The pride and the greed. Hide and subdivide and deceive. The knowledge of good and evil is what caused us to lie. It caused us to die. Let your emotions be crucified. Renounce all your thoughts. Repent and let your mind be retaught. You find what you sought was based on a perception you bought. A perception of naught. Where the majority remains caught loving a lie. Not realizing an atom all died. Loving a lie. Not realizing an atom all died. Loving a lie. Not realizing an atom all died. Man, like that is a piece. That is you gotta listen, like, to me. So anyway, I could go on about just that is a piece of work. That's who's doing that. Like
tell them where to find that. Tell them where to find that, because a lot of people don't know about that.
A lot. You can find it if you go to Apple Music, anywhere they have social music platforms. It's called the MTV Unplugged.
Go on YouTube, I'm sure.
Go on YouTube, yeah. And just Mystery of Iniquity is prophecy. It's speaking about what we're experiencing now. Like it's just it is godly. So that would be my favorite piece of her.
Okay.
Tasha, are you ready, or you want Marquita to go?
I want Marquita to go.
Okay, go ahead, Marquita.
Well, y'all already know it's the features for me. Y'all already know when Fugees come on stage and you hear that ooh la la la, everybody's gonna go crazy.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
And L, take them to the bridge. The whole club shuts down when you hear that. And then no one else said anything about, so y'all already know my theatrical ass is gonna come in and say, so we just gonna not act like his eye was not on the Sparrow and Sister Act 2? What?
Oh yeah, that's good too. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
That was everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everything.
So that was everything. Of course, I love Tell Him. So for you couples out there, nothing even matters.
Oh yeah.
Please don't let me get this playlist Lauryn Hill playlist popping, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all look. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all some time back. Tasha, you can go.
So the reason why you missed a feature, well, it's not a feature. It was more like a duet. If it's what I learned from the Battlegrounds, a duet does not have to just be a song which you sing in. It could be when you rapping too. I started a whole mess on the Battlegrounds about that.
Shout out to the Battlegrounds.
Yeah, shout out to the Battlegrounds. I messed some things up. So, anyways, Alfonso might like the Battlegrounds. I might have to send him a link. I think
he would.
I think Alfonso could really do the Battlegrounds. So anyway, the Battlegrounds is for nothing but true music lovers. then they're doing that right now. And so as soon as we log off, that's where me and Charles go. But I didn't want to go. To be honest, it's weird. I just want to bask in this. Because you know how they say, I'm going to try not to cry because this is how important this is to me. But you give somebody. It says the host muted my
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was trying to mute me.
Oh my!
Sorry, guys. Please
look, and I thought I was the host. I'm like,
you are. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So yeah, you give somebody their flowers while they're here, you know, and she's not gone, she's here. Maybe one day I see that there's a Flickr's podcast Lauryn Hill season is in the comments. So apparently there's some Lauryn Hill lovers in here. So you never know when somebody might send them a clip or send her a clip, because I don't even care about the fame to it. I just want her to know how much she meant to all of us. While she's here, right? So Aaliyah missed all of that. You know, I'm a big Whitney Houston fan, so Whitney Nippy, she missed all of that. But Lauryn, to me, I'll just go down the line, right? I guess it goes, but you didn't mention the Nas song. The Nas song.
Well, you know, don't get me to sing it.
Okay.
I love them, baby. Okay.
Yep. So that one, but going back to the very beginning, of course, Charles already took, you know, nappy heads from me. So there we go. And it's okay. Of course, for the Fugees, me and my friend Santina and Mia, we stood outside in 8 hours. I think I had on Grant Hill sneakers. I was 16. Don't judge me. I had on Grant Hill sneakers and these bell-bottom pants. I was so excited, y'all. And she smiled at me. She touched my hand. She said, "Thank you for coming and being so patient." And it just like changed my whole world. But nonetheless, it hadn't changed my world yet. So then the Miseducation came out. And the Miseducation is so many things to so many people. But Zion, I connect with now because I'm a mother to a boy. You know what I mean? To a Black man. So Zion, I connected with, you know, Can't Take My Eyes Off You, Lost Ones. I mean, literally, it's all of them. Nothing even matters. Tell him Danielle's going to have a story for this. I'm going to beat her to it since she let me go first. Tell him, yep. Let me do
it.
It's my story.
Okay, fine.
You muted her for a reason. That was timing. You muted her for a reason.
Like, there's a tell him, you know, when you you think you're going through it or whatever. Tell him what meant everything to me, to the point where I turned one of the lyrics to my name, and I literally thought Lauryn was talking to me, and I embodied it. But tell him it's very spiritual, y'all.
It is.
Tell him it's very spiritual. If you're not spiritual, I will say connecting with Lauryn in so many pieces is going to help you with that. You can't listen to Lauryn without getting a little teared up. You can't. Not a whole song, not a whole album. There's a piece in there that you can relate to that's going to touch you differently. So fast forward. I know this was long, but it's my show, so I can go over 45 seconds. So, yep, got that. So fast forward to the MTV Unplugged. Listen, okay. This was a work of art. It's one of those albums. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, find it when you get off of here. You don't even need to know the words. Of course, me and Alfonso could probably do that. But you don't need to know the words because I just want you to listen.
Yeah.
I just want you to listen. So because of those that don't know about this album, I figured I'd give you a few just so that you can have something to go with when you leave here. Mr. Intentional is everything. Adam Lives in Theory is more than that. But something that kind of touches me personally, especially the things that I've gone through over the last 15 years, and one day I'll share my story, would be I Gotta Find Peace of Mind.
Yeah.
And that's huge. And I'm going to read a little to you without breaking up. You love me despite myself. Sometimes I fight myself. I just can't believe that you would have anything to do with someone so insecure, someone so immature. That's deeper than deep. She not talking about a man, but I'm gonna leave that there. I mean, she's talking about a lot of different things that you can put it there, but
Kanye West.
Kanye West. But I leave all of this with you to tell you, use this as therapy, use this for healing, use this to shift your energy. Because that's what I use it for. I use it to shift my energy. If I'm on a long road to anywhere I'm going, physically, mentally, no one is there with me. Ask any of these people that's been on a road trip with me. They know we become Lauryn Hill for a good hour and a half, whatever I can find. But that's because it shifts your energy. It brings you happiness. It brings you positivity. So I'm done. That's what I love.
I love it. Like I said, she's like, even the song she did, it don't even have to be a whole song. You just hear her words, like on the Muhammad Ali soundtrack, when she said, "Send me Muhammad in the morning." I'm not a singer, so, but yeah, like send me an angel in the morning, and then when she said, "Send me Muhammad," like just that line alone, you're like, man, and you just listening to the song while you vibing out and ride wherever you're going to, like, I mean, and that's just like several lines on a hook. And you got to realize she's impacted everybody with one album.
Can I just jump in and say what the song is for me?
Oh. Yes, definitely. Look, I got the Lauryn spirit. Yes,
it done jumped over there.
Yeah,
it didn't know what to do.
So, I'll first say that I was introduced to Lauryn Hill from my sister. My journey with Lauryn Hill doesn't start with the Fugees, although I did know who they were. I just knew that my sister was in love with them, and they were these people. I didn't know the Fugees song, like the hits and anything I heard on the other side of the wall. So me and my sister, we share like an adjoining wall. So sometimes stuff leaked over to me. And then when I got to a certain age, I believe either Tasha bought me the album, the Miseducation album, or she told me that I had to go buy it. So there are certain people that she was like, these are songs that you need to learn. Biggie, like the 10 Crack Commandments, or Jesus. I mean, these are like
manual.
Thank you, Tasha. Thank you, Tasha, for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Good look. You know what I'm saying?
We need more big sisters like Tasha in the world.
You know what's funny? Real quick. I told somebody today, I was like, I'm that mom. I made my child watch Menace to Society. I was like, hey,
absolutely.
He's like, what are we watching? We're watching Menace to Society. He's like, what? Yes, we're watching.
So we come from a family that really loves music. Like our uncle was in like a group. My dad, he can sing, but he won't, like he doesn't, but he sings around us. So we have like have had long road trips to Disney, Lower Caverns, all the things, and we were performers. And so that has passed along to us. And we are also performers. We take certain verses, especially when it comes to like Nothing Even Matters. Like sometimes she takes the first verse, sometimes I take the second. And so we have a banter, and we do a great job. It's a sold out show. Nonetheless, she taught me that Lauryn Hill was like the go-to girl for all your heartaches and for all problems in the world. So that's where I would just like kind of flock to her. So Miseducation was my first introduction to it. Some of my favorites are Nothing Even Matters. One, because I've never heard of a man describe a woman in that way. And like he's saying, like he's looking at her like religiously, like you are a part of my identity. And I'm like, yes, where are you? You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, yes, that's the kind. I felt like,
so you ain't trying, you mean you ain't trying to be nobody throat baby? Oh,
only like
that could be part of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
D'Angelo ain't say that. He didn't say that.
No, he didn't.
He didn't say that.
Okay, no, I'm not. So another song that I really like on the Lauryn Hill Unplugged album is Mr. Intentional. That song talks about deception. It talks about like people's motivation and how they want to get in front of you and how they want to treat you, like the reasons why they want to treat you the way they treat you. I'm a Cancer, so I'm super emotional. I feel all the feelings. and I feel everyone else's feelings as well. So like Lauryn Hill, and I think that I'm a creative, and so I have a like an appreciation for her art and writing, and how she uses words and how her placement of words, it just has an effect on you. I just love everything about the woman. I listen to her every day. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. You will hear me play a Lauryn Hill song. And I think that I want to say thank you to my sister and my dad for always like putting good music in front of me, because I don't think that that's done as much in this generation as it should be. And I think that music, it can sometimes be like a lost art, and it saves lives. I battle with all the things, guys, and Lauryn Hill, it's just like a good gospel song. Lauryn Hill will take you there and take you out of it. And so I think that she's like a person, and not to mention she's gorgeous. She's dark skinned. She got locks, and I think it's so interesting.
Preach.
I think it's so interesting that my sister didn't know what she was doing. Maybe she did, but she put a Black woman who was the epitome of Blackness and told me to listen. This is her. This is what we doing. And then I look at me now. I'm a Black woman in the epitome of my Blackness. I got locks. I wear hair wraps. I'm gonna wear what it's gonna be. It's black over here. I love Black. I love Lauryn Hill. I don't care. And I think that it's like full circle. And yeah, that was extremely long. But the song that Tasha that she was talking about, there's in Lauryn Hill, it's the song Tell Him. And at the end, Lauryn Hill says, "It's gonna be all right, T." Well, Tasha stands for T. And she was really saying, all righty. But it's gonna be all right.
Her. Oh, it worked for me though.
It did. It got you out.
Sure.
But like my dad had a problem too with playing songs over and over. We are a repeat family. So we will play it and play it and play it, and then hit the different parts in the song. You know, when it's like the back and you're like, oh, that violin sound nice. Let me play that again. The keyboard, that run was good. That's Tasha. She was playing all right T till it was all right T. And I was like, yes, T. On the other side,
didn't come with the words, but it's okay. The CD came with the words. You know that, right?
With the words. She was over there like this.
That's crazy.
And still saying, it's gonna be all right, T.
You know it's real. And even like sometimes, remember when she did Killing Me Softly on Block Party? That version. It's like, how can you not feel that? You gotta hit that on repeat. She could just have that one thing on
repeat.
On and that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I mean, think about X Factor too. I mean, these are songs. These are timeless. Like, yo, we talking to Danielle. This was 1998.
Yes.
You turn on X Factor. You turn on Killing Me Softly. You turn on, Now I, Used to Love Him. This stuff still slaps like it just came out a couple years ago. This is 20 years ago that we're still saying that we're talking about this. This is what I'm saying. This is timeless. It's just who can do that? Write it, produce it, play instruments as well for it. I mean, there's only a few of those. And
funny you say that, because I went to a concert, one of her concerts, where someone said at some point, I don't think she was able to, and you correct me if I'm wrong, and somebody might fix this, but she wasn't doing, and she still doesn't. When you go to a concert, she does it very differently.
Yeah.
So some fans don't deal well with that.
Nope.
So you read reviews, they're like, "What is this?" But I'm like, I'm here for
called art.
Right, maybe that's what she made it for. But you got to think about it. Maybe that's what she made it for. That's why she probably will never do an album again, because this body of work takes you. It's timeless. It can be.
I don't want her to do no more.
Oh,
no, she don't need to.
Maybe that was all that she had in her. So that intention that she had when she made that, that's why there wasn't a second one, because it's just like, do y'all know that everything in me is in this particular album? What do you mean?
It took a lot out of her from what
I think so. And I think she made it that way.
And it took a lot out of her. She had no idea what she was creating, right? And it took a lot out of her. The fame took a lot out of her, where she had to step away. And it was something, when you look at interviews and read articles, it was something that she had to do for her. Which honestly, as people, we don't do that enough. You do
exactly.
Actually,
She honored herself. She honored herself, and that's what I respect about her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she honored herself.
I actually have a quote, and why she. Dang, where is it? I just had it. Okay, so here it is. It says, I had to step away when I realized that for the sake of the machine, I was being way too compromised. I felt uncomfortable about having to smile in someone's face when I really didn't like them or even know them well enough to like them. For 2 or 3 years, I was away from all social interactions.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, hey,
who's doing that? Who has that kind of character? A lot of people don't have that kind of character. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, you know, if you're gonna pay me a certain amount of money, if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, hey, that's not the miseducation came from an authentic experience.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to recreate. So if it's there, it's there. I respect that.
Yeah.
I can't say nothing about Lauryn. Anybody who in the comments, y'all got something?
You got to deal with us.
I got a problem. You know what I'm saying?
She's one of a kind artist.
She is.
Like, I know it was real when I had the tape for my Walkman and the CD for my Discman.
Bro,
okay,
come on, bro. It ain't that old. It ain't that old.
Yeah, it is.
Nah.
It is.
We're not doing this. We're not about to do this. You're not about to play her like that. It wasn't no tape.
No, 1998. There was a
CD,
tape,
bro. It was a CD
and a tape.
It was a CD. It wasn't no tape.
It was both.
Listen,
on, we got
this ain't the Jackson 5,
bro. We got to embrace the age, my brother.
Nah, no tape.
Let's embrace the age.
No tape.
Come on, don't fight it. Listen. It's a blessing to be the age that we are.
Hell yeah.
So
but a tape though, bro. I think you talking about a CD. I don't think it was a tape.
Both. They had it on tape too.
I was talking about something. It was both of them.
Yeah, they had both. That boy, listen. Let's take it back. Tower Records.
I was ready to say, at least it was a tape of her, all her songs. You know, he would have took it back. It was like only on one side had one song, and then the other side he had the remix of the song. Like that's one our age, like they'll do it like that.
I don't think it was a tape because I remember.
I don't either.
Tasha didn't have a tape, but she did have an escape tape. And remember, Tasha, I took your escape tape and I tried to sell it.
Escape fan,
baby. Tasha loved escape, but her friends will always come over. And at some point, I got in her closet. I took the escape tape and I had an Easter basket. I started going around with the escape tape and this other musical options for her friends.
You were selling my stuff.
So I'd be like, I just got this new.
How you sell my stuff?
I'm like, I know you like that new song. It's here. I was a hustler.
She was Apple Music before Apple Music. You can listen to my sister stuff for a monthly fee of $1.99.
Right. And when you come back to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer next week, I'll have more.
Right.
She put all my business out there.
Listen, I did. Okay, so should we wrap this up?
Yeah, I was gonna say so. We can go around quick 15-second-ish or so. If you have any lasting words, I'm going last because Danielle tried to put me in between last time. Marquita, what you got? Any lasting words about Lauryn or this show? Huh? Show everybody the tape.
Charles put it in the private chat, y'all. There are definitely tapes.
There's tapes.
Now don't you post where it's at now, because if they selling it on goddamn eBay, that means it's too old to be in the store. Don't you click this damn thing, Charles? Go to hell. Charles been talking about it's on fucking eBay. You got an auction to get the damn tape. Go to hell. Go to hell, Charles.
I want it. Everybody can have me. I want the tape.
Okay, go ahead, Marquito. You got 15 seconds.
Charles said his songs play on the 8-track and he's not ashamed of it.
Listen, you know what?
But
Marquita, go ahead. You got
I'm gonna go. So, I don't have much. I want everybody to, be positive, stay positive. You know me, I'll be in Rich Folk Business every week here, every Sunday. You can see me in Rich Folk Business.
Okay, Charles.
I love it. I'm sorry, Marquita just got me all
Too
over.
much. It's too much of her. I'm sorry.
It's lying on the whole show, Charles. You messed it up. I ain't gonna get to be
Yeah,
on the
shout
whole show again.
Listen, like I said, once again, I really enjoy coming on on our podcast. Again, love. I can't even say it. I love y'all all. That's all I can say. These
What
little shit
happened?
Marquita done messed me
You know
up.
what?
Yeah, she
Y'all
done
did
messed me
not.
up.
Y'all did not wrap this up correctly. We will never
Yeah,
do
I
that
can't.
again. Alfonso,
can't.
what's your wrap up?
My
Okay.
wrap up for Lauryn, I would just say, you know,
Oh man,
there's not very many people that have the insight and talent that are with us. We get gifts like that every generation, and she's one of those. And so I would just say, just so like you said, Tasha, salute to her, and you know, giving her flowers now while she's here, and just understanding the impact that she's had on our lives, and that, you know, we're all special, we're all created in God's image, but there's certain talent that only comes certain generations, and she's certainly one of those talents. So salute to Lauryn, and I love being on the cast. It was great.
So what's my 15-second wrap up? Okay, so basically, I love Lauryn Hill. I want you guys to go listen to her. Always repeat it on Apple Tunes. I think she gets money off of that, so we just here for the bag as well. Like money. And super grateful for the music that she has given us. This is not the last time that we'll talk about her. This is supposed to be a series, so I feel like this is like the intro series. It was great. We kind of did an overview, but we'll go dig deeper into like specific songs.
We can do an album too.
We'll do like an album or a first 3 songs or something. And that's it, Tasha.
So of course I'm gonna break the 15-second. So there's that. But thank you for tuning in to everyone. This is the beginning of a series. Make sure you're following us. Let's do the admin part first. Make sure you're following us on all the fruits and veggies, as Danielle would say.
I can't believe you said that, and I'm supposed to say that.
Oh,
This is
sorry.
my thing.
You can still say it. Just cut it, everybody. Okay. So make sure you're following us on ORNOT Podcast, YouTube, ORNOT Podcast, Facebook, or you can just go to ornotpodcast.com. You'll see we have merch. Participate. Congratulate. You know, Charles has on some macchiato Mondays right now. There's tons of stuff. Gang, Rich Folk Business, or just our regular logo. And I recommend that you embody yourself with tons of Lauryn Hill merch. There is tons. There's tons of Lauryn Hill merch out there. I don't think people know it. Melody Asani came out with a whole line of Lauryn Hill stuff. I have sweats. I have shirts. I have this coat, which is what I'm going to show you. This is the back of the coat.
That's dope.
And then on the front, on all of this is these are the lyrics. These are lyrics to the song.
Which album? Which album is that?
It's Miseducation. This was
Miseducation?
This is the 20th anniversary coat.
Oh, wow.
So it's interchangeable. I mean, you know, I can wear it on the reverse. And here it says Miss Lauryn Hill, Miseducation 1998 to 2018,
dope.
Which is when I got it. And then it has these on the back.
That's dope.
But there's I have all the shirts too. There's a line with her and Melody Asani as they're writing. And it's more Lauryn today than our Lauryn from behind, you know, Lauryn that you may know from 20 plus years ago. But I say, you know, keep her alive, keep her music alive, y'all. Like we have Aaliyah, we wear Aaliyah shirts, we wear Whitney Houston shirts. I've seen Master P shirts. No, I don't have no problem with nobody. But if Escape is your jam, guess what? If you Amazon it, it's up there. So
Lauryn Hill clothes, because she ain't got no collab with Fashion Nova, so y'all got to go through Lauryn Hill to get her clothes.
No, I got this off of Amazon.
You didn't get it from Fashion Nova. You know these young children don't know nothing about that. They trying to go to Fashion Nova. They don't got no
Marquita.
I'm just trying to let the people know that you can't go to CNN and get you no damn Lauryn Hill shirt. You got to go put.
I had to do it. You did? Yes, I did, because she had her 15 seconds and she had nothing to say.
The unmute works on my side too.
That's a good point.
I'm back again.
Okay, this is becoming childish. Okay,
Okay, so
Go ahead,
long
Tasha.
story short, just keep it alive, y'all. Listen to the music, buy the shirts, do whatever you gotta do. Just especially for my old heads. I guess I'm an old head. I don't know, but we don't gotta wear this new stuff. You can wear what makes you happy. So do it.
You can
That's all
even
I
rock the tape, people.
That's why I said Charles said we was old. Talking about it was the Lauryn Hill tape. Charles said we.
Yeah, wrap us up. Final, wrap us up.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We do want to say if you are new here, please follow us on _ORNOT podcast on Instagram. If you guys want to like play along during the week, like record yourself jamming out to a Lauryn Hill, tag us and we will repost. I don't know. I think that's it. We will be back
next week. Next week is Fire Festival.
We'll be back next week and we're going to discuss the Fire Festival and the scandal behind that. We hope that you guys are following us on all the fruits and veggies, which is my line for the new people who are here. My line is my creation. If you aren't following us, then please do share it with a friend, a brother, a sister, a cousin, whatever the case may be. And we hope that this episode we were able to encourage you guys to listen to some new music. Just because it's old to us, it could be new to you. It can change your life still to this day. So we're hoping that we were able to pour into you so that you can go out in the world and pour into others this week. Make sure you fill your cup before you start pouring into other people. You got to fill yourself up.
Can't give what you don't have.
Yes. Come on.
Boom.
We are going to end it with that as soon as I find this commercial, because apparently I'm doing everything over here, wraps this up, and I'm production. We love y'all. Thank you guys for staying on for the whole show, Marquita and Charles and Alfonso. Thank you so much for coming on for this special edition Lauryn Hill series. We hope to have you again for the next one in a few weeks. And yeah, y'all share the show. The party doesn't stop here. You can share the love after 7:00 p.m. Bye, y'all.
All right.
Bye.
Later.
Is it over?